Hey everybody, welcome to my first live FaceTime. So here we go. Hopefully this works well. I'm going to be talking about sugar today, and apparently I made a very big impact on Michelle when I was telling her how bad sugar is for your system on a variety of levels. So I've never been a huge sugar person. I didn't grow up eating candy or sugary sweets or junk food, but Michelle was telling me how she was sort of addicted to sugar, and she was going to go sugar-free and not eat cookies and candy and ice cream. And I was telling her about some studies I knew where rats were given a choice between cocaine and sugar, and they actually chose sugar every time. And the rats actually were being hit on the head with a little hammer, and they still chose sugar. So that's how addictive sugar is. And in 2020, there was a study with pigs, and after 12 days, only they could see in MRI scans of their brain the changes in the brain from sugar. So I'm telling you all of these things. So I talked about fragrance, I talked about chemicals and VOCs, because there's so many things in the world we can't control, right? We can't control the weather, we can't control the virus, we can't control, other people. But what you can control is what you put on and in your body. So unfortunately, people generally think about sugar in terms of getting fat, or, it can cause diabetes type 2. But it causes so many other diseases that people just aren't aware of, or as aware as they could be. So, for instance, Alzheimer's is now called diabetes type 3, and it is caused primarily from inflammation in the brain. And there's so many other inflammatory diseases, all of the autoimmune diseases that are out there, rheumatoid arthritis, MS, and sugar can cause heart disease, all types of things like that. And companies obviously use their resources to capitalize on this. It's a huge industry. So most large consumer packaged goods companies actually have a division for cravology. They have cravologists, which means they basically are putting sugar on products so that you crave more, because actually your brain craves sugar. The more sugar you give it, just like a drug or alcohol, for some people, obviously this is person dependent and bio-individual, but the more you give your brain, the more it wants. So sugar causes dopamine to be produced, which is why when you eat sugar, you feel great for a short period of time. And later on, you kind of come down and you're tired. And, the more sugar you eat, the more sugar your body will crave. And your brain works in conjunction with your gut. And so your gut is made up of your microbiome. So there are trillions of microbiome on your body, on your skin, and in your gut. And on my website, Neely's Gone Green, there is a whole article about your microbiome. And your microbiome, actually, there are so many studies coming out that your microbiome is more important than even your DNA. So 90% of illness is really environmental related. So an environment includes, your physical environment and what you put on and in your body. So you have control of these things. So that's why I'm here. I'm here because I've learned the hard way, right? So I'm a cancer survivor. Cancer cells actually feed on sugar. I did a ton of research in 2011, 2012 when I got cancer. My mother, unfortunately, has very late stage Alzheimer's. And I took 2 years of classes at the National Alzheimer's Association when I got her diagnosed. And Alzheimer's, as I said, is being called diabetes type 3. And sugar, because of inflammation and because of what it does to your brain, causes dementia and other forms of memory loss. So I am extremely determined to not get Alzheimer's and to maintain my health in the best way that I can. And that is what I want to share with everyone out there as much as I can, because a lot of this is preventable. And I'm sure many people know about, high fructose corn syrup. Hopefully you do. It's not in as many products as it used to be, but there's so many other types of sugar that are in products that you might not realize. There's, sucrose and lactose and even agave and things like that, which are not as bad, but the sugar is actually in products that you wouldn't even think about. Not just cookies, candy, soda, fruit juice, salad dressing, yogurt, sugary drinks that you think are healthy, sports drinks, protein bars, ketchup, even French fries, as I said, are coated in sugar from some of, your favorite fast food companies. I won't mention any names here, but they coat their French fries in sugar, and that's why they taste so great, and that's why you want more. So I'm not perfect. I eat organic dark chocolate. I drink wine here and there. I'll have a cocktail here and there, but I try to stay away from processed sugar, and so should you. You really should. And just remember, I don't know the age range of, the women who are on this group, but if you are pregnant or planning on getting pregnant, anything you put on or in your body goes into that embryo. So I'm sure everybody obviously would want to have the most healthy baby and most healthy child that you can. So you want to be really careful about what you're eating and drinking and putting on and in your skin. So especially now with COVID, you really want to try to keep your immune system high, and inflammation is really one of the worst things you can do for your immune system. And unfortunately, sugar really heightens your inflammation and in turn lowers your immune system. So if anyone has questions, I am happy to answer any questions. I am happy to have a private chat. And I think that's basically all I have for today. So there are great resources on my website, and you can read about the microbiome. And I have tons and tons of links and research on sugar. But I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned something. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. Cheers. Peace out. With love. I even wore my heart t-shirt.